All right, so all eyes are on Khabib Nurmagomedov. Daniel, as your former teammate makes his return to competition here tonight, a lot of us felt like this moment would not materialize. He's chasing 30-0 now.
He's chasing 30-0. I mean, he's one of the only guys to get out of this thing clean. Nobody goes undefeated unless your name is Khabib Nurmagomedov. The guy has fought the best. He is a guy that lets you know what his intentions are, and he goes out there and he works the game plan. He's going to get in your face. He's going to try to overwhelm you with his wrestling. And you look at his boy Hasbulla in the corner. Khabib Nurmagomedov's looking for a big night.
The Dagestani social media legend Hasbulla Magomedov in the corner of Khabib Nurmagomedov tonight. Khabib Nurmagomedov. He has graced the octagon with his mind set on one thing tonight, that UFC championship belt. Well, there's always a special feeling when Khamzat Chimaev makes the walk, whether at welterweight or at middleweight. This man has proven to be a real problem and really has lived up to all the hype and then some, dating to his 2020 UFC debut.
It's so hard for you to meet expectation, much less exceed it.
Right.
Khamzat Chimaev has exceeded the expectations set for him when he made his UFC debut. He has been nothing short of a buzzsaw, just going through guys at a rate that not anyone could have expected. What a fantastic fighter we get to watch every time we see Khamzat in the octagon.
And of course, many people harken back to the Gilbert Burns fight in 2022, the consensus fight of that year in which Chimaev was challenged and still rose to the occasion. We'll see how he fares tonight. Khamzat Chimaev steps inside the octagon. He's ready to fight. Our tale of the tape for this welterweight championship fight. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC welterweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Khabib the Eagle Nurmagomedov. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending UFC welterweight champion of the world, Khamzat Chimaev.
All right, Herb Dean, our referee for this one, just about to get underway. All right, here we go. Khamzat Chimaev, with much fanfare, is back as this round gets underway, and not the fight during which to get up and grab a beer. This man usually works quickly, fights as if he's double parked out front, and he believes in this particular matchup that he is going to get a knockout or submission, and it might just happen here early in this round. All right, trying to pass here, as Glover Teixeira might say, not today.
Not today. Great job of following with the hips, keeping those legs locked and keeping them in full guards.
Excellent ground and pound strikes here by Khamzat Chimaev. Oh, nice shot landed from the bottom. All right, so not enough action there on the ground. The referee brings the fight back to the feet, and we are back underway. Back and forth we go.
Big elbow lands on the side of the guard.
Takedown defense holds up. Well, you start to really worry about the wrestling, and there's that left hand from Khabib.
Underrated. I mean, it's a very underrated part of his game, his ability to stand and strike with anybody in the UFC.
Takedown defense is there.
And now some separation. He's going guillotine. That guillotine is tight.
Oh, he escapes.
He got out. I mean, wow. That is great submission defense.
Postures up now and lands the vicious head strike.
Now he's got a good body position. Yup. Another ground and pound strike lands for this man.
Scramble, scramble, scramble.
2 minutes now to go in the opening round. All right, so look at that. A cut has been opened around that eye area.
He's taking shots over and over again to that area, and now he's dealing with a cut.
Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Nurmagomedov.
Armbar attempt.
Oh, he's got that arm tight now.
Starting to get it in there deep.
All right, so he lets go of the submission now.
He let go because he saw that he was going to lose his position. You got to maintain dominant position when you're in a fight.
Inside the closed guard now.
I mean, he went right into his full guard. What does he do to try to advance himself to give him more of an advantage on the mat?
Chimaev's got the full mount.
Setting up a submission.
Oh, it looks like he's got the arm isolated.
He's got it isolated, working toward the finish.
Oh, the submission defense holds up, he gets out.
He said that he was ready for everything that would be thrown at him. In that position, he showed that and proved it.
20 seconds to go in round one. All right, he continues to bully his opponent here, really manhandling him on the ground. Good work from the top here by Nurmagomedov. 4 sounds for the end of round one. All right, so that's the end of the round. Pretty significant damage done in that round. Cut on the cheek, sustained there from that strike. Now the cut man's got to get in there and close that thing up. Better to be below the eye than above it, sure, but nonetheless, this could be a factor now moving forward. All right, back to the stools we go. Offensively, a lot to like from him, but on defense, he hasn't been able to stop anything tonight.
Yeah, it's got to be the whole game, though, John. He's got to be willing and able to do everything. He's done a good job on the offensive side, but he has not defended well, and now he's dealing with that nasty cut. That cut is going to be an issue as the fight goes forward. He's got to change something.
You ready to fight? You ready?
Second round underway. Push kick there to the body. Whiffs on the right hand.
Keep using that straight, man.
All right, so he finally gets the takedown here. He kept on trying, stayed committed. He told us before the fight, at some point, I'm going to be able to take him down, and that's exactly the way it played out. Nurmagomedov's in half guard.
Scramble and go. Scramble and go.
Lands the grounded pound strike here. Again, not much defense there. Another ground strike gets through.
Control his head. Let's get the side control.
Well, pretty good work off of the bottom here by Chimaev.
He's going to attack armbar here.
Oh, that's tight. Oh, now he bails on the submission. He's having his way with him here.
Push him up. Push him up.
Just over 3 minutes to go.
Yes, smart adjustment, yep.
All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks.
Oh, pinpoint ground strike by him there, and that one opened up a cut. All right, so pretty good damage here with the ground and pound. Nothing superficial about these strikes. They are intending to harm.
Oh, yeah, he's landing very accurately, and he's landing to get damage off.
It's work, guys. Come on.
While working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Nurmagomedov.
Let's go. Push.
If you're the bottom fighter, DC, what do you do?
You got to move. You got to shrimp. You got to get up on a hip to try to move your opponent off of you or pull him down to close the space.
Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Nurmagomedov.
Now he's going full mount. Beautiful ground strikes landed.
Oh, and there's another ground strike for good measure.
I mean, way to stay aware and stay safe defensively. Yep, got to be very careful there.
Get yourself up in a good position, a better position.
Get the mount here.
Well, this is exactly what you like to see. Nice combination of ground and pound punches. Outstanding pressure and activity by Nurmagomedov.
Great shot from the top position.
Round 3 next. All right, there's the horn indicating the end of the round. So potentially a big factor here, ladies and gentlemen. The cut on the cheek sustained in that round. Certainly better to be below than above the eye, but the cut man's got to get in there and close that thing up. All right, back to the stools we go, and it's starting to look like a second mouth on his cheek.
Yeah, it looks terrible. I mean, the guy is getting hit with big shots. One big enough to open up a nasty cut on his cheek. While it's in a better spot, it still is very difficult to deal with.
Like if he absorbs another strike on that cheek, he might actually be able to eat through that cut on his cheek. I'm just saying.
He's got a big mouth.
All right, here we go with this 3rd round of this championship fight. Nice job on defense to block that punch, champ. Big power shot there. Well, he keeps going back to the well with that left hand, just out of range.
He's in a lot of trouble. Beautiful. He passes the half. There it is. Now he's on the mount.
Nurmagomedov's looking to lock up an armbar here.
This is tight.
Oh, this could be the end of the fight.
Looks like the fight is over, guys. It's done.
No way. He got it.
This is a guy that never gives up on himself. He was able to clear his head, defend the armbar. The fight looked done. He left the fight on.
3 minutes to go in round 3. All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground. Another strike hits that eye area, and it is getting messier by the minute up there.
Well, he's getting targeted now. He's been hitting that spot so many times that his opponent sees the cut, and the cut is advancing.
This is some exhausting work, man.
I mean, it is so tiring to be fighting in this way. So much wrestling, so much grappling, expending all this energy trying to hold the guy down. I mean, no takedown is not fought. No reversal is not fought. Everything they're doing is fought to the very last minute before it gets given up.
Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Nurmagomedov. Oh, and another punch on the ground gets through. May need some defense here. Oh, that looks tight. Oh, gives up on the submission now, so preferring to maybe get to a dominant position instead. Well, his grappling has been on point thus far, and don't think he's going to slow down. He can keep up this pace through the whole fight.
Especially when he's on top, in the top position, where he's controlling the exchanges, controlling the transitions. He can do it with his eyes closed. This is something he's been doing since he was a young man.
All right, half guard position here, DC. You have an extra hop in your step when you talk about fighters working out of this half guard.
Oh, man. I like half guard as a top fighter. I understand half guard as a bottom fighter. Don't want to be there. It's very dangerous. But if you are there, you have to be winning the position of the underhook. It opens up so many opportunities for you to either escape or sweep.
All right, no problem. Let's recover, relax, shake it off. Forget that last round. This round, you're really going to set up those takedowns. I want you to be
Oh, nice movement to avoid that strike coming down.
You ready to fight? Ready.
We have arrived at the 4th round fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, so here we go with our 4th round of the possible 5, and a lot of fighters change up their training camp when they're fighting 5 rounds versus 3.
Yeah, you gotta change it up. You have to mix things up because fighting for an extra 10 minutes is not normal. Guys don't do this normally. It's a 15-minute fight. So you have to do things physically and also mentally to make sure that you're ready to go that extra 10 minutes. You can't take all those unanswered strikes. They don't have to be that damaging.
Yeah.
You just gotta move.
Nurmagomedov's going for the sub here. Oh, it's tight. Oh, that's a flush elbow from the bottom. Well played.
Good job by the champ there. Sliding back out.
Well, defense doesn't always win championships in MMA, but how about the submission defense tonight, thwarting one attempt after the next?
Yeah, and the fact that he's just constantly under attack tells you he was very prepared for the type of fighter that he was in front of. He knew there would be some submissions coming his way. He was ready to defend them, and he has done that beautifully.
Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now. Oh, we'll see who has the edge here as they get back to their feet after a pretty engaged battle there on the ground.
And both of these guys should feel pretty satisfied because they both had their moments and they both showed true skill on the ground.
Both fighters starting to open up a little bit.
Big double leg level change. Another big takedown.
All right, full guard now, DC.
The fighter on top needs to be trying to gain posture to throw ground and pound and then move to the next position. But if you're on the bottom, you've got to build a shield. Try to push your opponent off to try to get back to your feet.
Nurmagomedov's in half guard now.
Side control is pretty safe there. Great submission defense.
Lands with the ground and pound here. Man, he ate another shot right on that cut. You think his vision has been compromised at all?
You know, it has to, right? Because you got to be able to see to fight. And right now, he's been targeted in that area, and you can see it worsening.
Oh, outstanding combination of ground and pound punches here by Nurmagomedov.
This is where he wants to be.
Big shots landed by him now. All right, he's got the full mount now. Is this one of the most dominant positions in MMA? Is that fair to say?
It's a very dominant position. It's one of the most ideal positions you can get to, especially if you are fighting someone that doesn't truly understand that they're not in as much danger as they are. Because it's dangerous, but there are a lot of outs. And if a person isn't very understanding of that, then you can really, really put some damage on it.
All right, back to the stools now, and he is no longer the handsome man we once knew. That gash is getting serious. All right, we're going to stay with him and follow him back to the corner to the stool because that is a really severe cut that he is dealing with. We'll see if the cut man can stem the bleeding here. All right, DC, we got a few clips of the damage done in that round. Can see where things really started to escalate.
Yeah, really open up that cut, John. The blows are just devastating. He's got to get out of the way more. I mean, if this guy won't do it himself,
Ready to fight?
somebody's got to help him.
Yeah.
Because you cannot keep taking these types of shots.
Oh, he lands another strike.
This might be the biggest shot of this entire fight. He landed a massive hook to put his opponent on wobbly legs.
Now inside the closed guard.
And he's going to try to find ways to pass and move to a submission.
Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Nurmagomedov. Oh, staying busy from top position. He lands another ground strike there. Khabib's in half guard.
Now he's looking arm triangle on the opposite side. When he goes to finish, look, he's got it locked. When he goes to finish, he has to pass his body all the way to the opposite side, drop his chest to get enough pressure to finish his technique.
All right, DC, half guard position here. You've done a lot of good work in this spot in your career.
Oh, man, I love this position. And you see this fighter today loves it, too. It is the most secure position in fighting. You get an underhook on one side, you keep a half guard on the other, and then you just go to work. It's the safest position, especially for a wrestler.
Oh, another strike hits right on that cut. Ringside physician might have to intervene soon. Nurmagomedov ground and pound from half guard. He is making these shots count. Now drops inside that closed guard, DC.
Full guard. Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
Nurmagomedov ground and pound from half guard. All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position. Chimaev's in half guard. Oh, lands with the ground and pound strike. Another ground and pound strike lands. All right, working inside the closed guard now. Khabib's back in half guard.
Oh, high elbow guillotine. Oh, and that looks tight.
Submission defense on full display there.
He said that he was very aware of what this guy brought to the octagon, and it showed in that defense.
All right, working inside his opponent's guard here.
You cannot sit in these jiu-jitsu guys' guard. And you can't have one arm in, one arm out. Guys will start throwing up legs, chasing triangles.
The official decision is in. It resides with Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. The judges score the contest 50-45, 50-44, and 50-44. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision, and new undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, Khabib the Eagle Nurmagomedov.
All right, so judges' scorecards needed, not off.